goes it, folks? Just decided, because I wasn't really doing anything else, I had to go ahead and stream tonight. I made some adjustments to the stream, so it should be a little smoother. We'll see how it goes. It will cut out just a second here. Hold on. I do apologize for that. As I've said before in earlier streams, there's a storm here. Whenever I pass through a zone, it will cause my stream to cut out for a moment. So, and for some reason my boat thinks it's a submarine. I don't know why. So, like, if you see a stream interruption, it means either I'm alt-tabbed or I'm passing through another zone and the game is basically loading. So, I mean, unless I say the stream's coming to an end, assume it's not over. What is with this weird thing going on with my boat right now? Ping on this server is pretty good, so... anyway. Oh wow, got some serious air off of that. Did I lose the wind? Yes, it did. Right now, ooh, God, I wish I had a diving bell. That's a good shipwreck. Right now, I'm in my whaling ship. I'm actually on my way back from a trip to the polar regions. I got a pretty good number of kills last night on whales. I'm sorry I don't have it streamed. And I do apologize for this choppiness, but, like, apparently the ocean is not happy right now. Anyway, yeah, I got a good number of whale kills. Whale kills give you a good bit of gold. But due to some bugs and some crashes last night, my boat took some damage. So it's missing a ballista. There's some hull pieces missing. Well, not hull, but like some little floor pieces, all that. So I'm actually on my way back to base right now, which is, let's see if I can pull up a map here, which is way up here, around that. So I got a little bit of a ways to go. And put in back at port, do some refitting, fix the boat up a little bit, and probably get my tiger breed started. I meant to do it earlier, but I got sidetracked watching a friend of mine stream. DM Irene, highly suggest you go watch her streams. At some point I'll put a link down in the description below, as well as all my other fellow BGB streamers. Yeah, I don't know why my boat thinks it's a submarine right now. Sometimes the ocean gets a little glitchy. Atlas is an early access game, so, you know, bugs happen. But I enjoy it. It's a pretty good game. It's relaxing, sailing across the ocean, until you run into a bunch of undead pirates and giant-ass ocean tornadoes. still heading north. More or less. Just gotta adjust my course a little bit. And if you're typing to me in the stream chat, unfortunately at the moment I don't have it set up where I can see it. So I will respond to people as I can. Like if I take a moment to alt-tab or something, I'll read the messages and I'll take the time to respond. So just bear with me on that. This is very much a thing in progress. I recently just got a new computer that is far better for streaming, so I am working on putting together something a little better. But for right now, it's all pretty bare bones. So just bear with me, guys, and it will get better. Let's see, how much gold did I get from my whaling mission? Yeah, as you can see, I'm missing some railing and the whole stairwell gone on this side. So I can't even get up there right now. I mean, well, I could. Well, maybe not. Yeah, because that whole stairwell is gone on that side. So yeah, the boat needs repairs. Let's see, how much gold did I get? Yeah, about almost 4,000 off of killing whales last night. I would have streamed it, but it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't figure anybody would be online. So I didn't bother. I do not know why it keeps doing that. But I probably will do, I'm going to be doing a stream tomorrow and a stream Saturday. Those will be a bit more planned out. This one tonight is just kind of a random stream, just because I felt like it. But there'll be a stream tomorrow and there'll be a stream Saturday. And either tomorrow or Saturday, probably tomorrow, I'm going to go back out and do some more whaling after I get this boat fixed. And then you'll get to see that action. I've also got a few more things since the last time I streamed. Most of the last stream you saw the cargo galleon, which we used to haul goods. Didn't really get a chance to show off the rest of my boats, the rest of what we have back at port, so you'll hopefully get to see that tonight. We've got a armored battle brig that we're working on. I'm not 100% sure it's ready. I think we're almost there. I think we just need to take it out and test it and level it up and see where the flaws are. And then I've got a galleon that's kind of like half combat, half cargo hauler. It's probably going to get reworked. It looks really good. It's a very aesthetically pleasing ship, but I think I need to rework it because I mean, it does pretty decent, but it doesn't really do enough damage, so I'm gonna kind of gut it, rework the structure a bit, add a few more guns, and I might even convert it fully to a combat galleon. I'm not 100% sure yet. I just kind of have to see how it goes. Right now it's just sitting at port not being used because I've been focusing on getting this thing done, which this only took me about an hour or two to build, and then getting that combat brig done. And then the brig we'll use to hunt ships of the damned, which we might run into at some point along the way. I'm sure we will. Can't fight them with this ship. I don't have any cannons on board. I know you'll see gun ports on the sides, but there's no cannons behind them. So this boat can't fight other ships. It's strictly just for fighting whales. I can't even treasure hunt in this boat just because it doesn't have the cargo capacity or diving bell. So while I'm waiting on my tigers to breed in a little bit, I might get started on a cargo hauling brig, just to have something in the medium range size for hauling animals and cargo. But I don't know. I have to think on the design a little bit, because I'm just not really sure how I want to go with it. And I'll probably farm up some stuff to fill up the market. We got some stores and stuff at our port. I gotta see if anybody's even buying anything. I don't have a lot in there at the moment, so it's a good chance nobody's bought anything, but you never know. We got surprised the other day. Somebody came by and bought some things. Excuse me. When I get these tigers bred, start producing some good offspring on it, I'll probably start having a few tigers to sell. For a while, it's mostly just going to be me producing babies and keeping the stats I want, breeding them into others, and then throwing away the ones I don't want. The ones I don't throw away, I might raise up, or the ones that I end up not keeping in the breeding program, I might raise up just to sell. But we'll see. It just depends really on how the stats go. Force is still good. I don't know, for some reason I thought this was a free port, but I guess it's not. It's not a lawless region. This weekend I might go out and try to get an island claim, because right now we're kind of set out in no man's land, which is basically just a lawless region out in N7. Nobody can claim those islands. They're basically free for everybody to use. I was under the assumption you had to be part of a larger clan to make a land claim. I found out last night that's not true. You can do it any time, as long as you got the gold. So I probably will this weekend go out and find some land for us to claim, so we can get set up with a little bit better of a base. I hate passing these shipwrecks and not being able to dive down to them. I'm just not equipped for it with this boat. I mean, I could park this boat and then like go spawn over at the base, but this thing, I really got to get it back to port because it needs repairs and it needs work. I mean, it was doing pretty well, but yeah, I had a problem where a game crashed last night. It took me about 20 minutes to get back in, and when I get back in, boat's taking fire from a ship of the damned that happened to spawn nearby. And it apparently had been pounding at the ship for a few minutes, because as you can see, there's parts missing. But luckily I was able to get back online and get the ship out of there before it got sunk. I'd really have been mad if it got sunk. This boat's carrying like almost 4K gold for my whale kills. I'd hate to have to lose all that. That's a couple hours worth of work. Whales take time to track down, and they're not the easiest. I mean, with this boat, they're easy to kill. The hardest thing is just finding them. But I would hate to have to lose all that time and have to go back and do it all over again. So I would stop and grab some of these flotsams I'm going by, but my grappling hook is broken as well, so there's nothing really I can do but just sail until I get to base. So yeah, just bear with me. If it's a little boring watching the boat go, I apologize, but only got I've only got 2 grid squares to go through. This one and the next one, and then I'll be back at my home grid. So it's not too far of a journey. Let's see what my buddy Savage is up to today. I didn't get to play with him today because they didn't get online till, well, just now, really. Now he's in, he lives in, I think, Wales, out in the UK. So he would have went to bed hours ago. I must have been to that island before. There is a discovery point on it, but I must have been to the actual island itself before. I think I have. Well, I don't want to stop at island, I just want to get back to base. Ooh! Those are ships of the damned. It's a brig and a schooner from the looks of it. I can outrun them, but I can't fight them. This boat's just not built to fight them. But I am a lot faster than they are, so as long as I have the wind, I can get out of range. If I had my galleon with me, or the battle brig, I'd be sinking those damn things. Let's see whose boats these are. Kong Canton. Ooh. Something that claimed over there, it looked like, for a moment. Might have to come back and check it out. Now, you'll probably see a lot of German and European names. I mean, I play on the European server. I like the immersion better, you know, and in real life, when pirates were still a thing and, you know, we roamed the seas, you know, all these different cultures going from port to port spoke a lot of different languages, so it kind of adds the immersion for me to play on the European server. Because like when I'm talking to somebody, I might actually have to go and like look up the translation for what they're saying, depending on the language. Ooh, that's a galleon. That is a ship of the damn galleon. I do not want to get close to that. Looks like there's more than one of them actually. What level are you? Oh, I'm only level 4, but that's still plenty enough to do damage to my little boat here. So I am going to avoid them as the best I can. I'm actually surprised he's not shooting at me. I have a theory that there's a direct correlation between how much gold I'm carrying and how often these guys will spawn. So we will probably see more of them along the way. Because I am carrying, well, not an astronomical amount of gold, but a fair bit. Enough to cause them to spawn more. I mean, I don't know if that's officially a thing. It might be. I haven't read up on it, but from what I've noticed, the more gold you carry, the more likely you run into those guys. I know some people playing are probably screaming at me, why don't you use a sextant so you don't have to keep looking at your map? Well, because I'm lazy. I mean, that's really it. I could stop the boat, get my bearings, and get that buff, but I mean, I'm pretty much just heading north, so it's not that big of a deal. Come across so many shipwrecks when I don't have a way to get them. see, is it a good one at least? Nah, it's a 4.4. I wouldn't even have been stopped for that. I try not to stop for anything lower than 7, to be honest. I think we're making pretty good speed. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're doing great. We're almost through this grid, about to pass to the next one. Any shops there I want to go to? Maybe Nighthawk Trading Company. I might stop in there. So I'm thinking about purchasing some upgraded sails for this boat, so she's a little quicker. But I haven't decided yet. I've already got fine sails on it, but I mean they don't really add that much of a bonus to the speed, so I might see about getting the more upgraded ones. I could craft my own, but that means going and gathering resources on several different islands, and you know, just if I have the gold, you know, why not just buy my way through it? It's the beauty of this game. You can either farm shit out yourself, or you could just, you know, quest to get gold, buy stuff from other players. So yeah, we probably will stop at that. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. No, 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 no. Oh man. See, this is what I hate about that lag between loading in between sectors. As you can see here, I ran straight into somebody's pier. If this had been what, they got a shop going in there? Let me run in here real quick and take a look at what they got. If this had been a PvP server, I don't know why I'm crouched. If this had been a PvP server, that would have just messed up the front of my boat. Hard. But because it's PvE, oh, I haven't been on this island before. Because it's PvE, I didn't really take that much damage. So you guys selling things? Are you breeding? What you got going on here? You got a price at least? Claiming allowed 7 days. So you guys are pretty active. Hello, kitty cat. Battle crab. Valkyrie. They're probably not selling these. They probably use all these. Interesting little village they have set up, if not overly simple. Admin only access. Yet you left the door open. Really, you made a storage building for your materials? You don't really think that's kind of stupid? Okay. Well, I mean, it's interesting what they have here, but let me see if I can find an actual shop. I mean, it says 7 days, so whoever owns this has not been online for about 2 or 3 days. Veggie and berry trough. It's a lot of building to not have a shop. Looks like they're not finished with it. They probably, like, recently got this island and laid a claim. And what's the upkeep on it? Yeah, upkeep's recent. So yeah, they probably just got this island, and they're probably just building it up. Either that or they got one guy building and the rest of the clan just hasn't been on in forever. That happens. Oh, let's get the hell out of here. Ain't nothing here. Oh, nothing worth looking at for me anyway. Like, if you guys are selling things, it'd be nice if you had prices on this shit. Or at least stats listed on the bears. Oh well. Ah, I caught it. Haha. Oh, note to self in the future, when heading north through this grid, don't pop out right there again. This has got to be like almost right across. Yeah, this is like damn near right at the border wall. We got a nice little island over here. Better be careful. I'll come over here and claim that shit. Take it from them. Ah, another player out here. He's only a half sail though. I wonder what he's doing. Oh, he's diving wrecks. That's what he's doing. Well, he's fixing to dive a wreck. Yep. And his little looks like a fast assault brig with that with what he's built on it. A little bit of armor on the back. He's probably got all his cannons on the rear. I'm not gonna go mess with him. I mean, not that he can hurt me, but I don't want to freak him out by getting too close. He might think I'm coming after his treasure. Finally, this fog's clearing. I do not know what's going on with the ocean here. It's just, I don't know what it is. This always happens like after I've gone through a storm. Like for at least a grid or two after going through a storm. The water gets really just, I don't know, like kind of a little buggy. And the ship wants to like just kind of bob down into it or something. Which, I mean, like, I guess some boats would do that in real life, but the way this game does it, it's a little weird. Like that right there was an example. It'll get better over time. I think sometimes the game just doesn't know how to handle, like, speed and buoyancy at the same time. And I'm probably doing about 13 knots. Ooh. Yeah, I might want to get out of my, oh, well. No. I might want to change clothes to some cooler gear since I'm entering the tropics, and I'm still in my, cold gear, but not taking the chance with a storm at sea. Run into some damn cyclones and get tossed on shore or something and lose my boat. Then I have to mount my own rescue operation. I'd hate to do that. Good thing about a storm is I'll get a lot of speed. A lot of people will anchor in a storm, not me. I go straight into them because you get that massive speed boost as long as you keep the sails in the wind. Like I could be doing, I don't know, I could be doing 20 knots right now. I'm not sure. Probably close to it. Which in this game, 20 knots is pretty damn fast. This boat averages probably about 10 to 12. So yeah. Avoid you. Ooh. Better avoid both of you. That's the red one. Ooh, I think. What level are you? 22. Yeah, I definitely don't want to get close to you. Next grid, and I'll be in my home grid. I'm almost there, so. Says, hey, is he pursuing me? Or did he just turn this way? No, either way, I'm faster than he is. Although I am losing wind. Yeah, I might want to turn with the wind a little. There we go. So I'm trying to decide what image I want to put on my sails. I could just about literally do anything. I just haven't decided. Like, my other boats have painted sails. Well, the Battle Brig's not even painted yet. But, yeah, I just haven't decided what to put on here yet. I was going to put, like, something having to do with, like, whaling, but, like some whales with some, like, crosshairs in it. But, I don't know. If you got a suggestion, put it in the comments below about what I can put on those sails. I should be heading north now. More or less. Just a tad bit northwest, and that's fine. Because I got to round the island on that side anyway, so it works. And the stream is going to cut out for a second, so be right back. And we're back. This is my current home grid. This is where my port is at. Well, it's a little further north of here, but it's inside this area. We might convert it to a shop and move once we get an island claim going. Just use the area basically as a market, but I don't know yet. But right now it serves as HQ. We are also recruiting, so if you're getting into Atlas and you're enjoying the game and you're looking for people to play with, we are definitely looking for people. Doesn't matter how much experience you have, be brand new to the game, we'll still take you. One thing we require is that you're friendly, a team player, and yeah, pretty much that's it. Well, that we prefer you be 18 or older, just because adult humor and whatnot. An island or a boat? On this little island. You can kind of see our island off in the distance up ahead. It's very flat compared to all these others. These others have like mountains and cliffs and stuff. Ours is more of an atoll than an island. It's very small. But it's in a good spot, middle of the map. We're middle of this area anyway, and I mean, it serves our purpose for now. Should see our lighthouse any second. Should be just coming into view range anytime. 4 auto decay destroyed. What did we lose? Oh, we lost something. M3. Oh. Yeah, that was that northern base that got built a while back. We ended up not using it. There's our lighthouse. And the port should be viewable any moment. I wish the view range on this game was a little further out, or at least you had the option to set it a little further out. But because the port's literally right up here. You can see the buoys for it, but you can't see the port yet. Even though we're literally right next to it. Now it's starting to load in. There we go. Start trimming some speed off these sails so I don't overshoot. I don't know why it's so laggy right here. Probably because it's still loading things in. That'll get a little better. It's just load lag. There's the Agamemnon, my ship. The Explorer 2, the cargo ship that was featured in the last stream. There's the HMS Kraken, which is a battle brig we're working on. It's an ugly as hell ship, but once she's done, she'll be good at killing ships of the damned. I overturned a bit. It's alright, just gotta line the boat up and back in. Unfortunately, boats back up so slow. Like, I wish they'd add like something in the game where you could like have somebody up on the pier, like toss the rope over to you and you tie it off to the boat and they just pull the boat up with like a winch or something. But unfortunately, that's not in the game. So kind of have to do this slow drift backwards. It's worse on a galleon. Galleon takes forever to back up. And every time we park them things, I swear to God, it takes 5 to 10 minutes. A sloop like this, or actually it's a schooner. A schooner like this isn't so bad. I may not even pull the boat all the way in. I might just get it right up here to the tip, so I can get up on the ladder and then just anchor right there. Well, nah, I come this far. I might as well back the thing in all the way, get it back to its the right spot. Otherwise, it'll bug me. It'll mess with my OCD. good enough. Oh yeah, this is our little HQ for the time being. Got some shops set up over here. A bear for sale for cheap. It's a kind of a shitty bear, so we're not charging a lot of money for it. Good starter bear though, if you're just starting out in the game. That bear will certainly help you out. Shipyards that we sometimes rent out. The bank don't really mean nothing. You can't even really use it here. It's just there for aesthetics. A garden over here, which I actually need to plant new crops because it looks like the ones I had probably about gone. Yeah, almost out of fertilizer. That's alright. I was going to rotate them out anyway, put something new in there. This is what I'm working on today. Which, yeah, it's kind of dark in here, but these are my breeding tigers. I don't know why you're kind of hanging out at the back of a wall here, but yeah, these all got good stats. I spent a fairly large amount of gold on all these guys. Probably when it was all said and done, we probably spent more than 20k. And we're gonna breed them up and level them. They got names for what their highest stats are and what they bring to the genetics. Like these two guys, they bring in good HP, good damage. This one brings in stamina, good HP, and weight, and the other one down there does stamina and damage. So pretty much, if I'm right, most of our breeds are going to have good damage and HP. What we're trying to breed into the line is better stamina. So that's where those two right there, that one and that one over there, that's where they come into it. I think, are both of my stam ones male? No, I've got one stam female, one stam male. And it's good that I have the stam male, because he's also got pretty decent weight too, which is another thing they could all use. Because the males tend to imprint their, or imprint's not the right word, they tend to pass on their stats to the babies a bit more regularly than the females do, it seems. The females have a chance to do it, but the males have an even better chance. And I think my males, for the most part, they've got a little bit as far as mutation, but not really bad. Like, they're mostly clean. Actually, no, this guy has no random mutations at all. So this is a 0 mutation guy. Mutations are basically when, like, like a random stat happens kind of randomly, like a stat boost. And they're good and all, but once you get so many mutations along the breeding line, you can't get any more. So, like, like if I break out, well, let me get off of him. Like, here's my other male. See, my other male has one mutation from mother and father. So, about 2 mutations. You can go up to 20. So these, not really bad. I can get up to 20 along the ancestry line. This one already has 1. So, well, maybe 2. I don't know if it counts it. Depends. Depends on who was bred with the mutation. I think it was at level 90. So that's from 2. So that might be 2 mutations counted against this creature so far. I'm not sure. No, actually, no. It'd be... I think it's... Actually, it might be just 1 from each line. So, a total of 40, I guess, when you consider each, but only 20 from one bloodline. So, he's got 1 in the matriline, 1 in the patriline. So, that's not bad. I got a good solid thing to build upon here. Which means I mean, he's already got good stats at barely any mutations. So I'm going to be able to produce some really crazy babies out of that. And you look at the stats for this guy too. See? Good stats. Yeah, I haven't leveled him up because this really doesn't matter so much as this. This is when it has a chance to passing on to the baby. 410 health, not that great. Weight though, for a tiger, this is pretty good. Stamina, this is really good. 320 stamina for a baby tiger starting out before it hits its levels. Very good. It does have a few tame levels in it. I hate the guy I bought this off of. I hate that he leveled it. I don't level my breeders. I leave them at base because there's no point. And you know, like if I decide to take it out of the breeding pool later, that makes it easier to sell it if it doesn't have tame levels in it. So, you know, it's kind of like having a used car. That one's got some miles on it. This one though, no points, no tame levels used, so it still has, it's still pretty fresh, which is fine. But its wild level's 59, and that's good. You know, that means that it comes out with these good stats, like 167 melee for a starting out baby, really good. And because of the imprinting, that damage is like 200%, or yeah, something like that. So this is a really good animal. Weight's not terrible. Stamina's not bad, but I'm trying to get that number up higher. Health is really good. This one comes with 620 health that it passes on to babies. So, actually, that's not stamina, that's strength. I don't know what I'm thinking. Or is it stamina? Yeah, I'm stupid. That is stamina. Melee is damage. So, this one's going to pass on some good genetics. The first line I bred came out with everything I wanted, but one of the babies didn't come out with the stamina, and the other one didn't come out with what was it? Oh, weight. Which I didn't really care about the weight, but I ended up just letting them both die, just because I want to try and maximize stuff a little better than that. So, let's see. This is one of my females. Once again, good stats. 560s, decent health starting out, passing on. Melee, 167, really good to start with. Stamina's 224. Not really hyped about that, but that's what we're breeding stamina in. Water, weight, food, oxygen. Don't really care about oxygen. Weight. If I could get some decent weight tigers, then I'd be able to carry more on my person when using the tigers. So right now, if I'm carrying even the slightest bit of stuff on me, these guys get way too heavy, and then they can't run. No, this one, good melee. Well, mediocre melee, not the best, but this one when it wasn't for the melee. Health, honestly, I should probably take HP out of it, because this one doesn't really have that great HP starting out. This one is mostly just about this right here, this number right here, the stamina. It has 320 stamina. That's about really the good thing this thing has going for him. And weight's pretty decent too, but the stamina is good. That's the gene we want to pass on. So this male will get bred to the babies of this guy. So once I'm gonna have him produce, because I want to have like a clean line. I don't want to. I could actually. What I'll probably do is actually breed him to her, and then see what comes out, and then I might breed her to him and see what comes out. Yeah, you didn't break down the things here, but oh, it's because this is just a wild tame. This one wasn't bred, this is a wild tame. I hate that it has tame levels in it. That's... Guys, if you're ever getting into tiger breeding in this game, or you're ever getting into breeding animals at all, if you intend to breed, do not do not put tame levels in it unless you put what the base stat is here. Like, the way you do that is you just create like a new folder and you label it. That's why those other ones have that listed. This one, I have a feeling this is going to be a good stam and damage tiger because of how high those stats are right now. But the unfortunate thing is, the guy that I got this off of, he could have just been dumping points into that. And I have no way of knowing. So this tiger is kind of a gut feeling tiger. I got it as kind of a gamble. So we'll see how this one turns out. If I can't get good babies out of it, I'll take it out of the breeding pool and I'll just use it for personal use, or I'll sell it. But these three were definitely worth it. And then of course I've got my gathering animals. Funny enough, we didn't buy or breed any of these. We found all of these. Well, this one was paid for. We bought this one. But the rest of these we found. Decayed bases, people that hadn't been in the game in a while. We just found them and cleaned them. And one of them has actually got some really good stats. Might be the rhino over here. He's like... I think he's decent anyway. For a rhino, for a gathering rhino, he's pretty decent. This one's a bit better, but this one had to be trained to be better. That one's still level 50 and it almost has these stats. And this one... See, this guy, whoever made this, was kind enough. Scarlet Rivers made this. Oh yeah, that's Children of Al, another market. They were good enough to put down here the stats. This is what it breeds with. You know, so this, which is decent. So, but this one's neutered. Can't breed this one. Yeah, they neutered this one before they sold it to us, so there's no breeding that one. This one, however, I think this one's breedable. Yeah, this one's still breedable. So, we'll probably breed these guys out eventually. We've got a bear over here. This is bear. This is Savage's bear. Absolutely ridiculous stats across the board. I hate that he doesn't have, like, the stats listed for when it was bred out. Because usually Jade, who made this bear, she's really good about that. But, yeah, it's not there. Wish you could kind of get, like, kind of what they did with it. It's too bad. This would have made a great breeder, but look how many generations is bred into this. This is a 15 generation bear on the Patra line. So you could tell those guys, they put a lot of work into their breeds, trying to maximize out those stats. Melee mutt. So yeah, this one was probably a failed experiment. They were probably trying to breed something else into the stats and it failed, but rather than let it die, they just kept it and sold it. So that's probably what happened with this bear. So yeah, he's a failed experiment. But, I mean, now with his levels in him, he's had some work put into him. He's level 134. He'll probably top out at 140, maybe 141. Oh yeah, when he was born, he was level 100, and that's insane. So yeah, this is he's only had 34 levels put into him since we got him. And look at these stats. Like, he's a fucking beast. Almost 300% melee damage. Huge health pool. Can hold food for days. High oxygen. Unbelievable stamina. Great carrying weight. I mean, he's just all around. He's a great animal. Probably going to buy or breed more of them. I wish we could breed that one, but we can't. Because she's been spayed, I think. Yep. So, a lot of breeders like to neuter and spay their animals because they don't want people. They don't always want people like taking the bloodlines they put so much work into and then doing their own thing with them. You know, it's kind of like a trademark. You want to protect your brand. This is Jeff. Jeff does not have any balls, unfortunately. Jeff was just a straight up combat tiger. We got him just to use. He's just for hunting treasure maps. He's got hella stamina. Like, I really wish I could get... really wish I could get whatever they bred him with. But unfortunately... I don't know. I'll have to talk to the guy that I bought this one off of and see if he'd be willing to sell the daddy. Because that stamina's insane. I mean, this thing can just run for days. It doesn't run out. Like, it's fast. I could literally cross the whole damn island with this thing and come back and still have all my stamina. It's a great for getting around map. Oh, there's Lieutenant Lactose. Oh, I should check on my cats. I've been over here fishing for an eternity. Good kitties. Oh, that torch burned out? I guess I'll have to replace it at some point. Oh well. Yeah, this is basically HQ. We do our crafting in here, and got some storage and some other crafting in here. We don't really use these benches that much, but we do tend to. We have lots of storage that isn't used yet. Small little library down here. This is where we offload stuff before we actually take it up to the library. It's decent. I think I got another blueprint. I need to get the blueprints off the ship. Come on, Admiral Crackers, you're coming with me. Oh yeah. Let me go get my other clothes off the boat before I die of heat exhaustion. Because this is not the zone to wear cold gear. Oh, I'm carrying the gear. Oh. Well, get these separated and how I want to breed them. Well, first, I need to make sure the temperature's cranked up. They like the heat. I guess it took some damage down here at some point. Have to come down here and fix this. This is going to get annoying really quick. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get something to fix that. It's so annoying trying to get out of this. I'm gonna put a ramp or something down here. Yeah. Let me get some stuff to fix that real quick. Probably gotta put wood in them fires anyway. Oh, I got construction materials somewhere. So we'll use you. We'll use you to patch the floor for now until I can get something better down. Work. The fuck was that? One of my ballistas fired. How are you shooting at, man? Hey, yo. Leave that bird alone. You're gonna run out of ammo. Only Pathfinders have changed. No. Because we can't shoot at people. Fuck it. It's whatever. If he runs out, he runs out. Just put something down here. It's not gonna let me. Oh wait, is that another? It's another fucking roof piece, that's why. Son of a bitch, I thought it was a ceiling. I guess I'll have to go make one. I just need a floor piece. Gotta do some farming. Running low on shit. The only reason this took damage is because of a bug that's going on with structural stuff. Alright, how much wood do you think you guys need? All of it, because you don't have any, it looks like. Yeah. I'm gonna have to put wood in all of them. Well, I got some wood on me. Enough to get started with, at least. Let's split these up. It's nowhere near enough wood, but it's enough to get started at least so they can get bread. And then in a couple of hours, when the babies come out, I'll have more wood in here to keep them warm. Yeah, this is kind of a heating system. Basically, we light these. And it'll heat the floor above. And tigers will only breed at a certain temperature range. So cranking up the heat a little bit kind of does that for them. Alright, so we're going to take... I'm only going to breed one of you guys tonight, not both of you. I'll breed the other one tomorrow. So You are not getting bred tonight. Sorry, buddy. No nookie for you. I'm going to breed you. So you're going in here. And where's my stam female? There she is. And I'm going to breed you. Oh, wait, no. You're not a female. What the hell are you then? Did I get it mixed? Did I get you guys mixed up? Yes, it did. So I am breeding you. I think. I think you were the wild card one, aren't you? Yeah. Hey, you know what? We're gonna breed you. No, let's breed the stam male and the high damage female. Let's do that. So that would be this one. And not you. You. I'm gonna breed you. And the high damage female. And hopefully her high damage stuff will cross over. Now, unfortunately there's not really a lot of color variation because both of these guys are pretty similar. But I don't really care about that. I just want stats. Color's kind of an afterthought. We'll get some red striped babies most likely, and I'm fine with it. You never know, might get a color mutation, they come out with some crazy color. It does happen. Though not as often as like art or something. Alright. So gates closed, you guys got plenty of food. Let the breeding begin. And now they are breeding. Yeah, that timer will go up pretty quick. As soon as they're done, I'm pulling them out. Or I'm pulling him out anyway. I'm leaving her in here so that when she has the baby, it'll be right here. Now this is the fastest part of the process. The rest of it is much slower. Like once this finishes, there'll be a gestation period of about 4.5, maybe 5 hours. So it'll be late tonight before that baby pops out, and then I'll be taking care of the baby for another 2 or 3 until it can live on its own. Hopefully it doesn't die. Be able to keep it alive. And by this time tomorrow, or maybe in the next day or 2, we'll have another full-grown tiger with good genetics. I'm just going to see kind of how this turns out. I probably will breed the other 2 as well. After these finished... Oh, they lost the buff. She wandered too far from him. So, yeah, unfortunately, if they get a little too far away, they lose the mating bar. See? Like that right there. I thought I made this small enough where that shit wouldn't happen. I guess not. You 2 should be breeding. Oh, wait, it's too hot. See, if the temperature gets too out of whack, you can't do it. So, go in here and cut these off. And now, they should be able to breed again. They just got too hot. Yeah, it's really complicated what goes into breeding these guys. Yeah, now they're breeding again. put that there because this used to just let them roam around in this whole building, but they would get too far away from each other and they'd break the mating bar, and then we'd have to start over. You know what I might do actually? I might breed these two, and then breed him to the high damage female. Oh wait, no, this is the high damage female. Breed him to the wild card female and see what comes out. Because this is kind of my stud right here, this guy. I mean, the other one's good too. The other one's really good if I want to pass on those high damage stats, but I'm really trying to build up that stamina, and she's already got good damage. And I've already got a high damage male. So if I can get another high damage or a high stamina male to throw in the mix with some better stats, it'll make this breeding program go a little better. What do you mean ready to... What the hell happened now? You're saying you're too hot. Like I say, it's a process. Well, we'll get a bucket or something and toss water on you. I don't know what to do here. Should probably move to a damn temperate zone. Trying to breed in the jungle is not the easiest place. Might do that this weekend. If this keeps getting a problem, I'll probably do that this weekend. I got water in it? Nope. We'll get some. There we go. Dunk some damn water on you and you'll cool the fuck down. I get really a lot of water from that. Let's come down here and put. There we go. Let's see, what's the temperature right now? 106 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, that makes things a little harder, doesn't it? Alright, cool the hell down. Worst comes to worst, they'll start breeding at night. So it's easy to heat them up. It's a lot easier to cool them, or a lot harder to cool them down. Still overheating? Oh yeah, because it keeps getting hotter outside. What's the time? 13:15. And it should be getting dark sometime soon. And then the temperature will go down, and then maybe we'll make some progress here. I'm either going to set up a breeding base in a temperate zone where the temperatures are a little easier to work with, or I'm going to make a boat for it. Somebody suggested to me the other day I make a boat just for breeding. One thing I don't like about that idea is, you know, shit happens in this game sometimes. And my fear is taking all my animals that I'm breeding out on a boat. Something happens to the boat, it sinks. There goes a massive investment gone. You know, especially if it's where I can't get the cats back to the shore. So it's just a risk that I'm not 100% sure I'm going to take. So cool down. I done dumped like several buckets of water on you. Well, temperature's starting to go down a bit, so I just have to wait till it gets dark. Look at the map, see if there's anything. There's probably not, but it always doesn't hurt to look. See if there's anything unclaimed in a more temperate zone. It should be probably this general area. I forgot the Zeus was over here. I need to get on that boat before it decays. You'll probably see us on the Zeus a lot more this week. That's our exploration boat. It's not here at the base. It's currently parked up here. That one we don't put at port very often. That one kind of stays out. We hop on it. We go from island to island exploring, which you kind of have to do because let me show you. You have a level cap at like 52, where to push past that cap, which you can level up to 120, but to push past the cap of 52, you have to get discovery points. As you see here, discoveries, I've made 266. As a result, I can level up to 57, which I'm at 56 right now. As I find more stuff, this will increase, and then I'll be able to level up more. So it's not just a matter of just grinding out XP. You actually have to play the game. You have to go do things. You have to explore. If you don't, then you basically get stuck where you are in progression until you do. As you can see, even in this region I'm in, I've got 1, 2, 3, 5 places I haven't even looked at yet. You know, you got the discoveries here, 119 plus 7 out of a whopping 2,928 across the entire map, and the map is huge. Let me zoom out all the way so you can see what I mean. This is the entire map. I am here. All this, every one of these grids contains an average of 4 to 5 islands, sometimes more. This one actually might be a, let me see, look, this one looks really interesting actually. Well, at least, you know, I have one of their discords. There's a couple shops here. These guys, I might actually go check this out, because these guys right here, Asgard, this island right here belongs to them. Well, technically they're called Phase 3 is the name of their clan, but this right here, claimable. So I bet you this is claimable. We didn't claim this one, mostly just because we weren't carrying enough gold at the time, and just because I didn't really like it's, you know, it's desert. It's not the best environment. This one, however, the only thing I don't like about this one, it's a lot of shallow water. It's going to be kind of hard to dock a, it could be pretty hard to dock a, drawing a blank, a galleon on the shore, but I might have a look at that one, because it puts it close to a lot of the markets. So yeah, because I know that these guys have not been on in a while, so anytime I see one of their islands I try to check it out. I need to go here too, because Ghost is a pretty good company. They've got decent shops, and they run an auction house for the whole server. You can make a lot of money with them. We've got a scout boat over here, which we haven't really been using. I'm surprised it's even still floating, to be honest. It's been sitting there forever. So yeah, this is the massive world of Atlas. Goes from A through O, 15 down. So it's pretty big. temperature at now? 77 degrees. They're probably breeding now. Either that or they already finished. Let's go check you out. You guys shouldn't be overheating now. Yep, already bred. So, gestation 4 hours 58 minutes. So you guys did the deed while I was talking. I see. You just needed me out of the room, huh? It was getting hot in here and you couldn't take off all your clothes, huh? So get these guys off wandering. And we are going to pull you guys out of the breeding room. You I'm going to leave in here for when you have the baby. Male. Do I want to breed you? What are your base stats? Oh, you got low health. That's the only thing I don't like. Your base stat on health is kind of shitty. We're going to take you out. We're going to breed the high HP, high damage with the wildcard tiger. Let's see if we can produce some more high HP tigers. So you're going to go in here. And you're going to go in there. We're going to see what you two come up with. I hate that I don't have more diversity in the colors, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and breed you two. See what we can get. I have a feeling these two will produce the better babies. Even though those over there have a bit better established bloodlines, I think this wild card one's going to pay off. I just have a feeling. So I'm excited to see what comes out of that one. Ah, they're too hot. No, they're too cold. Oh, what's the temperature at? 67. Well, let's turn up the heat. If we don't fall off the stupid fucking platform instead. There, you got your candlelight. Eventually I'll get rid of the fireplaces and I'll put torches in here because I can put those on a lever. And then I won't have to run under the place to do that every time. I just hit the lever and boom, heat. You shouldn't stare at me during... It's not healthy. Don't look at me, look at them. No! Stop! You got her pinned in the corner right where you want her, huh? And boom. And you'll be having a baby 5 hours as well. So take you guys off wondering. Take you off wondering. Get you out of here, because you're done. Your part in this adventure is done. And we're gonna leave you two to it. So in 5 hours, I'll have a couple of tiger cubs. And hopefully this time it'll go well. And the last time there was some issues. I lost track of time, wasn't here for them to be born, one of them died. The other one got killed by a random rattlesnake. Don't know how that works, but yeah. It just did. So yeah, 4:57, 4:50. Oh, there's a 7-minute difference. It took that long to get you guys to breed. So this one will pop out first. So let me set an alarm. 4 hours, 50 minutes from now. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I just had to set an alarm so I didn't forget. Apparently, I was going to put that at like almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be up. So, well, I will record it when it happens. I will not stream it because it'll just be too late. Nobody will be on to watch anyway, but I will record it. So anybody that's been watching, if you want to keep up with what's going on with the breeding, and it'll be early in the morning tomorrow. I'll have a video up that updates on what came out. So anyway, I'm going to hop off this stream. I have to go pick up my wife from work soon. Spend time with her, eat some dinner, you know, all that good stuff. So I will catch all of you later. Thank you for stopping by. I will be streaming tomorrow evening. I'm going to say 5 p.m. About 5 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Maybe earlier. If it's earlier, I doubt it'll be earlier. It'll probably be about 5 p.m. So yeah, I'm just going to say 5 p.m. Eastern Server Time, or Eastern Standard Time. And I will see all of you then. So take it easy.